I went from being stuck in £27,000 of debt to saving over £50,000 on a normal salary. And when I look back at my spending, I realized something shocking. I wasn't in debt because I was broke. It's because I was spending money on things I didn't even need. Once I cut these out, everything changed. I paid off my debt, built up my savings, and finally felt at peace with money. So in this video, I'm sharing 10 things I stopped buying to save £50,000 and what I do instead. Let's get into it. Number one, brand new cars. Cars are one of the biggest wealth killers. Most people don't buy them for practical reasons. They buy them for status, and it becomes an expensive one because it's not just the car you're paying for, it's the repairs, maintenance, insurance, petrol. These costs add up every single month. And the worst part is, a brand new car loses value the second you drive it away. And yet every few years, people upgrade, locking themselves into another expensive payment. And after everything I went through with debt, I promised myself I would never fall into that trap again. So I took a different approach. Instead of buying a trendy liability, I buy reliable second-hand cars. Nothing flashy, just something low maintenance and dependable that can get me from A to B. I usually go for cars at least 3 years old. That way the biggest depreciation has already happened. So that first car I got after getting out of debt, I paid for it in cash. The petrol cost £25 to fill up the tank, and the only maintenance it needed was MOT and service once a year. And I kept that car for 7 years, so I got more than my money's worth. So instead of pouring money into payments, all of that money went into savings. And the next one looks small, but it's one of the easiest ways to lose hundreds every month without even noticing. Number two, daily takeaways and work lunches. For a long time, I was spending a lot of money on food without even realizing. Takeaways because I was tired after work, lunch from the canteen or sandwich man because I didn't prepare anything, snacks on the way home. Each purchase felt small, but I was easily spending £20 to £30 a day. And over a month, that added up to hundreds of pounds. And the scary part is, I wasn't even buying it for enjoyment. It was just a habit. Plus, I noticed that my favourite spots that used to cost £10 to £15 for a meal were now costing me over £20, and my portions were getting smaller. Now, I plan my meals for the week and I do a weekly grocery shop. I also prep my lunches at home, not because I never want to eat out anymore, but because I do it intentionally. So I'll still have a takeaway night, which is usually on a Friday. As a result, my food spending dropped drastically, and honestly, my meals are a lot healthier too. But this next one is even harder to fix because it involves other people. Number three, social spending. For a long time, I felt like I had to say yes to everything. Dinners, drinks, birthdays, events. And before I knew it, my calendar was full, but my purse was empty. Now, I'm a lot more intentional with my time and money. So I still enjoy social events. I just choose the ones that matter most. And sometimes that meant saying no or missing out, but I was okay with it because I was working towards my savings goal. And sometimes I'll even suggest low-cost activities like going for a coffee or cooking dinner and having a movie night at home. So I spent less money, but my relationships felt more meaningful because it's about quality time, not constant spending. And this next one is something most people don't even question, but it adds up fast. Number four, new clothes. I used to buy new clothes all of the time. As soon as I got paid, I would go shopping. I've got an event coming up, I need a new outfit. Something's trending, I'm adding it to my shopping cart. But most of these pieces were worn just a few times, then ended up sitting in the back of my wardrobe forgotten. And the crazy part is, I still felt like I had nothing to wear. That's when I realized I had too many clothes and they weren't even my style. So now I focus on quality over quantity. I built a wardrobe of versatile basics that can be worn multiple times in different ways, and I stopped chasing every new trend. Now I buy fewer clothes, spend less money, and actually like everything in my wardrobe. You want to look good and feel good, but it doesn't have to come with an expensive price tag. Here's a quick reality check. If you're doing at least 3 of these things, you could easily be losing £500 a month without even realizing. And this next one is something most people upgrade way more often than they need to. Number 5, new phone upgrades. Every year there's a new phone release. Slightly better camera, slightly faster processor, but the truth is, most upgrades don't change your life. They just change your monthly payments. That new phone high fades quickly, and then you're stuck paying for it for years. So instead of trying to keep up with the latest phones, I started focusing on the numbers instead. So I switched to a SIM-only plan and keep my phone until it actually needs replacing. I've had my current phone for 7 years and it works perfectly fine. My phone bill dropped drastically. I made this change about 5 years ago, and my phone bill went from £50 a month down to 15, and I put all of that extra money into my savings. And this is when everything really started to shift for me. But technology isn't the only thing quietly charging you every month. Number 6, cable TV and subscriptions. At one point I had multiple subscriptions running at the same time. Netflix, Prime, Disney+, Hulu, all of the streaming services. I was even paying for memberships and apps I was barely using. Each one seemed small, but together they added up. So at some point I had to take a step back and ask myself, why do I have all of these and what am I actually using? Now, I keep the subscriptions that I genuinely use and everything else gets cancelled. And to be honest, nothing changed. I don't miss it. Less money wasted and less time mindlessly watching TV. But this next one isn't about what you buy, it's about how you make decisions. Number 7, convenience spending. Convenience spending was a big one for me. Ubers because I was running late, daily Starbucks, last minute purchases because I wasn't prepared, and I would justify all of it. I'd be like, I'm tired, it's only £20. Convenience spending feels harmless, but those small decisions add up fast. Before I knew it, I'd spent an extra £200 without even realizing, and I had nothing to show for it. So eventually, I had to be honest with myself. Convenience was costing me more than it was saving me. So now I plan ahead more. I plan my travel so I'm not forced into last minute decisions, and I make coffee at home and have the occasional Starbucks. It's not about being perfect, but I do just enough to avoid unnecessary spending. So I still enjoy convenience, but now it's a choice, not a default. Small changes like this made a huge difference over time. This is when I stopped acting like a consumer and started thinking like someone who builds wealth. And this next one surprised me the most because I didn't even realize how much it was costing me over time. Number 8, high maintenance beauty routines. Beauty spending can add up very quickly. Nails, lashes, hair appointments, treatments. None of these are bad, but when they become routine expenses, they can cost hundreds a month and a lot of your time. Now, I choose the treatments that matter the most and I simplify or DIY the rest. So I do my hair and nails at home and I get a pedicure once a month and the occasional facial. I still feel put together and feel good, but without spending hundreds a month. And this next one is probably the most important of all because it's what keeps people stuck even when their income increases. Number 9, lifestyle inflation. This one is probably the most important. It's called lifestyle inflation. When your income increases and your spending increases with it. You start making more money and all of a sudden you need a bigger apartment, nicer car, you pick up more expensive habits, and before you know it, you're earning more but still unable to save. This is how people stay stuck for years. When I was trying to improve my finances and my income increased, I kept my lifestyle the exact same and I saved the difference. That one decision alone helps me build most of my savings. Because wealth isn't built by constantly upgrading your life. It's built by keeping your expenses controlled while your income grows. Saving money isn't just about cutting back on everything. It's about being intentional with what you do spend money on. Every pound you don't spend on something that doesn't matter is a pound that gets you closer to financial freedom. And the truth is, I didn't save £50,000 by earning a 6-figure income. I did it on a normal salary by changing my habits. And if you want to see the exact payday routine that helps me save £50,000, watch this video next. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more content on building wealth on a normal salary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.